Welcome back to Folk in Scotland. I'm your host, Derek Findas, and I'm joined by...
Goran Vor.
You're getting deeper. Is that deliberate because I have a girly voice?
No. I like to gargle like black treacle, sandpaper shards.
This is just your drinking's finally caught up with you.
Brandy snaps.
This is because I have a lady's voice, and I'm well aware of this voice.
The dream is you can only be heard by elephants. Can they hear through their feet?
What?
Elephants can hear through their feet.
That doesn't sound likely. Is it because it's like, what is it, infrasound? It's really low.
Infrasound, yeah.
So they can hear through their feet.
Did they use, was it infrasound they used in the American submarines? And it was driving whales insane.
That's right, makes them beach, doesn't it?
And do you know that orca, killer whales, all have different languages?
I believe so, and accents.
Accents, yes. Yeah. So they're putting two whales, say Free Willy was going into the tank with some other dude, another whale. Couldn't understand each other. It's like being stuck in a lift with a Frenchman. How do you know a Frenchman's in your garden?
Oh. Oh my god. Okay, so
that was satirical. I actually love the French. I really genuinely do.
To all our French listeners, well, we have no French listeners, so I'm not talking to anyone now.
No, I like the way they take to the barricades. I really like that about the French. I remember once they built a barricade out of burning sheep.
Probably the best use for
That's
sheep.
That's a hard material.
Both stack and set fire to it.
Yeah, I like a croque. Do you prefer a croque madame or a croque monsieur?
I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm from Dundee. I'm not cultured.
No. Well, you see, in this, you just go. Can I get like a bit of ham, egg, on a bit of toast?
Right.
That's how unsophisticated we are. The French call it a croque monsieur.
Oh, jeez.
£7.50 or like €14 in Paris. Get one of the street cafes because you pay for the ambience.
The first time I was in France, I was going through it to Spain on a coach, and it was the first time I had to poo in the ground. I had the long drop. Yeah.
Oh, I went to see Jim Morrison's grave, and it was Jim Morrison, Edith Piaf, Rodin's graves there. I think. Right. Wonderful place.
What, the giant moth?
No, that giant moth. He would just turn to powder. You wouldn't bury a moth, would you? No. And so you think major tourist places, all the kind of you never hear so much of Jim Morrison anymore, because I think he's a bit of a bell end.
He was an awful person.
Yeah, died in the bath, fat, heart attack.
That's
how you'd want to go. Yeah. He died the dream. But so there's all these tourists.
I believe it's called the Whitney.
It's called doing a Whitney. Yeah, she was cooked alive like a soup. She was like a bouillon. That's another French word, bouillon. And so there's all these tourists. There's people in the Doors t-shirts and stuff. So I think major tourist attraction wanted to go for a pee. And the toilet to a French major tourist attraction was 2 pieces of corrugated iron, a hole in the ground, 2 bricks to stand on, and a nail with some Paris newspaper on it.
Oh my.
That was it. Unbelievable.
I don't like peeing in public. Just recently, I went to, it's up by Abernight, and I won't go into any more details.
Okay.
But there was an event on, and I went to the toilet, and like that, it was a bit of corrugated metal, a load of hay bales. So I went in, and I went, oh right, okay, and everyone's just walking by, so I'm peeing. But then this kid runs in, about 10.
Oh God.
And he starts peeing, but then he starts trying to drink it, and he's jetting the pee up towards his face, trying to get it in his face.
Oh my God.
And when he ran out, he was just covered in pee.
Oh,
but I thought he was a bit old for that.
That's a bit off.
But that's country folk.
That reminds me of like with Nail and I, can they get the kids' urine? Have you ever seen that? That clip with the somewhere, I think it's a music festival, and the lassies, is it a lassie or a guy? It doesn't matter, they're in the toilet. And this gentleman comes in and he thinks the urinals are for washing your hands. And he thinks
I saw that.
In my hometown, I once went to the local pub toilet and there was a guy sound asleep in one of the big trough urinals.
I imagine it's comfortable.
The pineapple chunks.
It's like a salt lick.
Oh, a salt lick. Yeah, Jim Morrison's graveyard. It's a funny place. Yeah.
Was it a bit out of the way, or
I can't remember? I'm terrible with names, but it's some famous. The people out there could Google it. I'd imagine. You didn't have to think anymore.
No, of course not.
No, I don't.
When I drive anywhere, it's just I let the GPS do it.
Does the car take you there? You
Yeah.
can get a
I've got
Brian.
Mr. T.
Do you?
Yeah.
You can get a Brian Blessed one.
Oh, fantastic.
I like Brian Blessed.
Did you see when he tried to climb Everest and
Without
he coughed? Yeah,
without
he
oxygen.
coughed up a solid lump of green stuff. It looked like dice.
Oh my God, like a bit of smash.
It was horrendous.
Oh, a bit of lung.
His cough, honestly, it was causing like
Yeah.
avalanches. It was terrible.
But, did he not just go up in tackety boots and old hemp rope and stuff? Yeah.
Completely insane.
He's one of these guys. I think he is nuts though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's a nuts
he
guy.
comes across like that.
Mm.
That's showbiz for you. It makes you mental.
It does. It kind of.
No one escapes.
They start off mental. I think a lot of them are people that practice their signature.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
That's no right.
No.
That's creating a pathway in the brain you don't fancy.
I've gone the opposite way because when someone like the UPS guy comes to the door and I've got to sign my name on one of those things, I couldn't recognise my own writing.
No, never. Just a different signature every time. They give you that little stylus.
Yeah.
But what I prefer to use, my pinky finger has got a very long nail on it, and I use it just to scratch the cleat of my asshole. So I use that little extended fingernail.
The word cleat is not used often enough.
Cleat. So we're supposed to read the newspapers, but I think we failed to do that.
I had a car breakdown.
Oh.
You were lazy.
I was lazy, yeah. I don't buy any of the Dundee press.
It's so... Right, there's two things about it.
Mm-hmm.
First thing, it's the most depressing read you'll ever have. The amount of murders and I can't read anymore.
No.
The other thing is so badly written.
Yeah.
Little Mix were playing here last year.
Okay.
And the first line of it was international pop princesses, and I went, nah, I'm done. I can't read it anymore.
International pop princesses.
It's just so cheesy and bad.
It's historically bad. My granny used to get the weekly news.
Yeah.
Does that still exist?
I really don't know.
It's little comic strip things plus like strange articles like neep competitions and knitting patterns and
right.
Oh yeah,
you get it in waiting rooms
fortnightly.
That's it.
Is it?
I've seen it in waiting rooms.
Is that not the People's Friend you're thinking about?
Oh, that's the only thing I've read in there.
It's no friend of the people.
No, it's an awful thing.
It's a coloured supplement. It's a supplement.
Right. Okay.
I believe that's a supplement. But I know people who'd worked for the Beano. You think the Beano would be a funny kind of off the wall place to work?
No, they're miserable. I do know someone there.
Poorly paid.
Mm-hmm.
Terrible morale. The only plus was you did a job for life, but that no longer exists.
Aren't they all run by Masons?
They're Masonic, yeah.
Yeah.
You could get in trouble by spilling the beans on it's a DC Thompsons, the Thompson family. But I heard a story back in the day, during the Falklands War.
Right, okay.
They had various comic books, and one of them was called Star Blazer. You could look it up, it's quite interesting. And it was majority of the artists inking the work was South American.
Right, okay.
Indeed, there was Argentinians.
Mm-hmm.
So there was an embargo or a ban on dealing with Argentina during the Falklands.
Right, okay.
So the Thompsons sent across like a mule with cash in a suitcase, and they had to meet over the border in a third country to exchange the money and the comic book. Yeah,
that's incredible.
Yeah. A guy, Escozera or something. Quite a cool kind of guy. I remember I spoke to him about it many years ago.
Dundee, international smuggling, a Beano and a dandy.
A Beano and a dandy.
To everyone listening, that explains Dundee better than anything I've ever heard.
But you could roll up a block of cocaine in a dandy.
You could, and
just
then just discard the cocaine and go, there's your dandy.
There's your dandy. The cocaine's just ballast.
Yeah. At the border, they're just going 4 tons of cocaine, nothing unusual here, let it through. All your Beanos on the inside.
I remember, was it quite soon after, before I came to Dundee, or just after I'd arrived, I washed up here, and there was an article, but it wasn't in the local press, it was in the Daily Record.
Right, okay.
And what it was, there's a local Jakey, an alcoholic guy, homeless chap. He'd been sleeping rough in an abandoned hospital, the Royal Infirmary in Dundee.
Right, okay.
And he'd been raking about to see if there's anything to burn or whatnot. And he came to a little cupboard, and in it was brains inside jars. Human brains inside jars. So he'd taken them out of the jars, and he'd phoned the Daily Record. and he brokered a deal with himself. This is true. This is true. In Duddup Park, he said to the journal, if you meet me with 6 cans of super strength lager,
he knew how to bargain.
I'll give you the brains. You the brains. But the journalist couldn't be bothered, so he'd phoned the police. So the police had a sting operation, and they caught the guy, and he'd stowed the wee brains under a Fiat Punto. That's actually true.
Oh my!
Brains.
Well, okay. Well, to all listeners, the second story describes Dundee in a better way than anything. Dundee. I think to explain Dundee to someone, you could be very negative about it, and then you could say the positives. But there's a groove of insanity that goes through the centre of it that no one here seems to be aware of.
Yeah.
They just go, it's the same as any other town. It's the same as any... No, it's not. No, it's not. This is a unique...
town. The city never has a place been less like a city, in my opinion. He's offering me a digestive milk chocolate.
And, I hear there's nothing nicer for a listener to hear than someone chewing in their ear.
Audibly chewing, slavering over a... Now, if you'd given me a pie... Again,
a breakfast pie.
A breakfast pie. Or a can of that all-day breakfast.
I saw someone the other day outside Primark, and they had a pie, and they'd bought themselves some butteries, but they were trying to separate the buttery, which to anyone listening is like a hard roll, bread roll, but it's very thin, and they were trying to separate it with a library card to get the pie on it. It was incredible.
I think we've spoken about butteries before, but they were trying to rebrand them as the North East Croissant.
Oh no, don't do that.
The buttery, they're delicious. Absolutely,
they're fantastic.
Delicious.
To me, they're the ideal cake. Because cakes are too sweet, and this is just a very savoury cake. It's lovely.
Yeah, it's just a system to deliver goodness. All kinds of tops.
All kinds delivery package.
I like a tatty scone though.
No, I disagree wildly. There's so many. Scotland gets a really hard time for its terrible food, and there's a lot of great food, but the majority is terrible because you'll get things like tatty scones, which is just a lump of cold. It's like eating a lung. It's horrendous.
It's like it's like baleen. It's like the flaps inside a whale's mouth. Just a slice of it. I like a tatty scone. Scotland's famous for having wonderful ingredients.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the cooking just ruins
everything.
Turns it into a brown kind of moosh.
Yeah, everyone has the belief that you have, like, you go into a chip shop here and it's deep fried pizza and deep fried Mars bars, and it's true.
That's true.
They're everywhere. Anything that can be deep fried, a deep fried pie on a roll.
But in its defence, when you deep fry something, you're cooking outside, but you're steaming the interior.
I understand how the process could be better, but it's also vile.
Like a bhaji. A bhaji's crispy on the outside, steamed.
A bhaji is beautiful.
A bhaji.
But you cannot compare a bhaji to a Twix that's been put into fish batter.
If you saw me, you'd be surprised, but I've never eaten a deep fried Mars bar. Never had one. I'm not even a big fan of a Mars bar.
They make well, I think Rolos, is it Rolos? They make me drool, and Curly Wurlies make me drool.
Yeah.
And some of my listeners who are aware of my other show, on Derek Van Das Archive on the Spectrum, they'll understand that I can't say Curly Wurly or burglar alarm.
Yeah. I find it difficult to say entrepreneur. Like Alan Sugar. I'd never be good on the apprentice. I'm an entrepreneur.
I like ladies dressing as a certain way at a certain time of the day, but I can't say it. I like them dressing as secretaries. Secretary.
You really it's
very difficult.
You're sexy secretary.
Could you dress as secretary? So I don't mention it ever.
Be great to have somebody that just
give them a notepad.
Yeah, just typed out all your stuff in shorthand. Just for the archives.
Oh, another one. Photographer.
A photographer.
Yeah,
photographer.
Yeah, say a photographer. Are you a photographer secretary?
Photographer. Yeah. You don't get so many photographers anymore.
No.
Because everyone's a photographer.
Everyone just...
I remember there used to be studios. And you'd get... my mum and dad have got a picture of me and my brother, and it's done in this kind of... So there's like... The finish is like matte. It's a texturised print. What in Christ's name, and we have Aaron sweaters on.
Yeah, that was a
and
very...
Neil Diamond haircuts.
Oh,
it's
incredible.
It's not good.
That would be a horrendous
It's
picture.
a funny looking child. Not good. Not good.
You've changed.
Yeah, I'm actually in my peak now. This is a peak. A late life peak.
I feel
I'm about to drop off the cliff.
Yeah, I'm hoping that I make elderly look swish.
You're not going to be a Cary Grant older man, are you?
No,
let's be honest.
I feel
because Cary Grant looked good in his 50s, 60s.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I think so. I think I'm going to be much more of, you know how you see Bruce Willis, and he's just he's horrendous now.
Oh yeah,
but he was always horrendous.
It's when the neck.
That's me.
It's when the neck goes.
Yes,
you get the neck. Like George Clooney started to wear a scarf, I noticed, because his neck's gone.
Yeah, well, the thing is with my neck, I've never had I have this area that joins from here to the middle.
Okay. Oh yeah.
So I can do that.
Yeah. I've got like a dewlap. Is that a dewlap?
I don't know.
It hangs. But you see, when I go older, that'll loosen.
Yeah, this'll
dangle.
Go. And then I could like attach my bus pass to
I
it or
watched
something.
the
It'll be easier
film
to carry.
Angel Has Fallen the other day.
Oh right, okay.
Terrible.
Really bad. I'm hoping to see it. Just for Gerard Butler's accent.
The enemies are Russian drones.
I'm pure American and all, eh?
But Gerard Butler, you're not going to believe this, he's only just turned 50.
What?
Yes, Gerard Butler looks like he's a 60-year-old
man. Oh my
word,
that's not
I
good.
don't know what Gerard Butler's doing. I don't know who he's seeing, but he's yeah.
One of my favourite moments in cinematic history is, "This is Sparta, you fucking."
So people told me that film was a bit homoerotic, but I didn't pick up on it.
Just you were masturbating too much.
Masturbating myself blind. That's a film and a half. That's that Frank Miller guy. He's got some issues. He's heavily issued.
I think the film, it was too much for my eyes. Is that possible?
It's visually tiring.
It's like the first 20 seconds of looking at a kaleidoscope, you go, that's pretty.
Oh, wow, yeah.
And then if you go any longer, you
one
just
of those
start losing
magic eye pictures.
I've never seen one. They don't work with me.
Oh, they work for me. I actually
can't see anything.
The thing is, the first one I looked at reset my eyes, so everything's like a bloody magic eye picture. I'm looking at you, but it's like a horse with a guy in a sombrero sitting on it, and in the background there's a cat taking a shit in a box. It's like
I've never seen one.
It's another dimension.
Oh God, I feel I've missed.
No, they're good, but it's a state of, you've got to get into the zone. I'm not suggesting drug use, but yeah, you should use drug use.
Yes, you should use drug use.
Earlier on, you're speaking about Baby Yoda. What did you think?
I thought, well, I haven't watched the programme yet.
No, you don't.
But I saw a clip,
you don't need
and
to.
I went,
Baby Yoda.
He's a Baby Yoda. 50 years old.
Christ.
And then that was it. That was
Baby
my only
Yoda. Baby Yoda.
Because I have that sort of, I'll say maternal instinct due to this voice. But, yeah, I thought it was lovely. And it looked
Baby
real.
Yoda.
It looks cool.
The Star Wars things, it's mixed, isn't it? Does it feel like it's been going on too? It's been going on
too
most
much.
of my life. I've had enough.
I think the thing with Star Wars is it's only about a couple of people. It's really about Luke Skywalker, and that's it. So if you take him out of it, it doesn't matter who else you put in it. The story's gone.
I like Mark Hamill after the car accident.
So do I. You're never sure which way he's looking.
Gives him an edge. Gives him an edge.
He definitely wasn't the same person.
They rebuilt his face, but somebody else's face. There must have been a few people in the car. They just put the bits together.
Have you seen the Star Wars holiday Christmas thing?
Yeah.
And in it, he's just had the accident.
Yeah.
So there's lots of
smoke
getting.
Yeah,
there's lots of smoke getting blown in his face, and his hair's really long, and it covers it.
Oh.
And it's anything not to show his face because it's mangled. It looks like a dog chew.
They should have just given him one of those like Phantom the Opera masks.
I thought that would have been fine.
Gee,
very in keeping with Star Wars. Yeah.
I always liked the bit where he loses a hand and they're poking about and inside his hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And not long after that, he kisses his sister.
Is there tongues in it?
I believe there is.
I liked Carrie Fisher. That's all I'm going to say.
I liked her when she was older. She was so cantankerous.
Yeah,
I loved that.
She was grumpy.
Yeah,
People are grumpy. Yeah, they've not sorted out PMT or whatever in the future.
Galaxy.
No, poverty. This period poverty on the Death Star.
Can you imagine?
Stormtroopers go for a shit? Is there a unit on? Is there a thing? Is there a nappy?
There's a wee flap,
like a Chinese baby. You know that wee flaps at the back.
It's the future, yeah. But like a tube will come out the wall, thump. Oh, and then it just suck it out. Yeah, that's the way it'll be done. I imagine. That's the way I'd hope it would be done.
They never deal with that. There must be a lot of kludgies in the desert. There must be.
It's like you go into the ladies in the Death Star, and then you've got the big tampon machine, and they're all complaining of what it costs.
They'd be one of that little robots that go about. Can the wee black ones in the wheels? They'll hand them out to you.
They fire them up.
Oh, like that. An R2 unit. I remember being on a trawler boat in Shetland a few years back.
As you do.
Never smelt anything like it. So it's like fish guts, engine,
Yeah.
oil, rust, bio, more bio, salt, pish,
Oh my.
feces. And I said to the guy, I need to use your toilet. Where do I go? And he says, see that door there? I goes, yeah. He says, just pish into the sea. But it was on the side of the boat. I don't know, what is it called? Boats have sides, don't they? Starboard
and port.
Say it's the port side. Peed into the wind.
Oh.
Into the wind.
Oh dear.
Gee whiz.
Oh. That's not good.
Trawler boats, but they just throw everything at the sea. We're doomed.
I reckon so. I'm hoping so, because I'm looking forward to the moment where I can be, as I mentioned before, a Mega Man.
Yeah.
I assume it's going to be me that's left.
Well, I'd imagine was that a velour catsuit?
A velour catsuit.
It was velour. I've been trying to get a velour house, like a ensemble.
Oh, there's
They don't send us. They don't produce velour for men.
That's ridiculous. It's probably the most appropriate fabric for a man.
Hold on, was it velour or was it terry toweling he was wearing?
Oh, it could be toweling. It could be toweling, so if it rains, you're not running fast.
Charlton Heston was all kind of man, wasn't he?
Incredible.
Yeah. He, the Planet of the Apes one, that's his best, isn't it?
I think so. The girl in that couldn't speak was really hot.
Oh, that says a lot about your relationship with women.
I think it does.
Just
That's the first thing I noticed about her.
Silence. Is she mute? Hold on, guys. Is she mute? You know that's a lie. You like to be bossed about. You'd get a mute girlfriend and she'd just berate you with sign language all the time. Just continuously.
What was it I saw the other day? It was, like the bent mirrors you get in fun houses and stuff.
Oh God, yeah.
But they had them in a play park, and on the top of it they had it in Braille telling kids what it was.
Oh my God.
It was
That's
wonderful.
not good for kids, like body image, is it?
I think kids should be humiliated at every point.
Yeah.
Get them to grow up to be better soldiers. Get the empire back.
The super soldier.
Yes.
I've never understood that. The theory kind of goes that the government's producing super soldiers, billions of pound development, to produce a clone army of super soldiers.
Okay. You
just open a recruitment office.
You would. You would just
cheap.
do it in Dundee.
In Dundee, cheap. Why? Where do you need billions?
I totally agree. Just go around every scheme in Dundee with a big trawler net.
Yeah, I've never
farm
considered
foods.
that.
Go to farm foods.
But you come from an army pedigree. You never considered it.
Yeah. No. Everyone. Do you know? God, my own family described me as the runt. But when everyone was out jumping out of planes,
oh God,
specialist divers, the whole lot, I was painting. I wanted to do flowers and
oh God, your father started shaking his head in the 70s and he's not stopped.
I'm sure
his neck will be on a gimbal.
He looked at me and he was so disappointed. He just squeezed so hard he created his own cancer just to end this life of looking at me.
Just a pure black diamond of hate.
Yes.
Just in the middle of his being. Oh God. Saying that, they could have used their military prowess to kill you.
They could have,
so
but
they spared you.
I think there was a lot of feeling sorry for you.
Yeah,
like a dog that's is dragging itself along with broken back legs.
Yeah,
I think that's the way I was perceived.
Oh, I don't like to see injured animals.
I don't like to see that.
If you see a seagull with a broken wing and you're like, oh shit, I'll be honest, I break their neck.
Yeah,
I do it.
I don't.
I was I was at art school. And we were down in a local beer garden. I'm not saying the name of the place because I'm not advertising the place. Terrible place. And a lovely sunny day. We're all sat in the grass and having a nice beer. And there's little baby rabbits scampering about, and people are like, "Oh, those beautiful rabbits." People are laughing. They're quite tame. They're wild ones, but they're just not paying us any attention. And over this wall jumps a big black vicious cat, and like grabs one of the little rabbits, gets it by the throat, and is dragging it off. So I run across, grab the rabbit, take off the cat. Cat runs off, furious, absolutely furious. Pick up the rabbit, and I'm looking at it, and its throat's been torn asunder. So poor thing's about to die. So I get it by the back legs and break its neck. I realise there's utter silence. Turn and look round, and every single person in the beer garden's staring at me. Everybody stop what they're doing. See, we're speaking about the woe of the countryside upbringing, the pathos. Yeah, that's it there.
Well, I was working at a car firm, and a pigeon.
Oh God, yeah.
No back on it. It's ripped open, and you could see its air sacs. It's just limping along. So without thinking, I picked it up. The 2-finger technique.
Yep.
That was it. Put it in the bin. My boss saw me, and I got put on an official warning because of animal abuse.
That's so peculiar.
He says, "I'll call the police the next time I see it." I went, "It's dying." It was horrendous.
Isn't it?
But no, he wouldn't have it. I got an official warning for that.
God.
And then my second official warning was lap dancing the girl that worked in the office. Well, I wasn't really lap dancing. I was doing Beyonce's Single Ladies.
Okay.
And I got an official warning.
But you're naked?
I was mainly
naked.
Had a hat on.
Well, you do like a bit of Velcro.
Where?
Just everywhere. Full body Velcro. Just comes off in a winner. It's getting your clothes back on again real difficult though, because when the police are there,
trying to lift it off the carpet.
During the just after 9/11, there was the first golf open quite near Dundees, so security was tight.
Yeah,
I was working in this museum, and came downstairs, and there's a fat gentleman in ill-matching underpants, bra, and suspenders. And I'm like, oh God,
here we go.
This isn't good. So we
family reunion.
We gathered them. I'm like, Dad, we gathered him and put him in the security office and sat him down. He's a poor wee soul, but he said to us, "Is this the moment I get my head kicked in?" And I could tell by his reaction that was the moment he was aiming for. But no, we didn't. We just made him a cup of tea. But we phoned the police. But the police were so busy with security, they couldn't send somebody for 3 hours. Oh. So this wee fella just sat there. We managed to get him a wee boiler suit, put a boiler suit on him, give him another cup of tea. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. But his mother had died that morning.
Oh, that so could just be
he'd immediately went to the charity shop, bought some undies, got changed, stripped off in the museum.
That's a strange one,
isn't it? Isn't it a strange
That's
one?
a moment in his mind is
exposing
just
themselves. It's a compulsion.
Yeah.
Compulsion.
I've never had a compulsion due to just like chronic... I have a compulsion to be lazy.
Yeah.
But certainly not a compulsion to do something.
I've never had a long lie in my life. I don't like lying in my bed, no. I'm up.
Yeah.
My eyes flick open.
That's the way I wake up. I wake up like Bela Lugosi in a...
Wake up ready to go.
Ready to go, yeah.
I leap out of bed, leap. Yeah.
I'm fully clothed.
Do you ever have to get up in the middle of the night for a piss?
About 7 times.
Do you?
Yeah.
There was for a month I was doing it a lot, and I thought, oh my God, this isn't looking good.
No, I got to about 45 and it just seems to increase.
Do you avoid drinks?
Yes.
Oh God, yeah.
Just to get through the night. But now you're so good at it, you can get up. You don't even know how you got to the toilet.
You're not really awake.
You're peeing. You get back in bed. You're like, how did I get here? And you're back to sleep.
Have you ever considered like a Pyrex jug?
No.
Just pee at the side.
No, because I'd probably kick it over in the morning.
Have you ever been watching someone really good in the telly, and you pee into something just to take the top? No. So you've had a cup of tea. Yeah. There's an empty cup. I've even had it when there's a little bit of dregs left.
No.
And I've thought, I'm bursting for a pee.
No.
But it's a quick squirt.
Go on.
Takes the pressure off.
Everyone's hearing this.
Oh no. No. This isn't the true. I'm just. Perhaps,
yeah, it's a complete lie.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm actually looking at you
as I'm speaking.
I'm actually looking at you, and you're wearing a black boiler suit with Goran Vor Industries on it. Could you explain what this is all about?
Not particularly. Sadly, yeah, it's a global. It's a non-profit
A non-profit.
It's a non-profit. We deal with a lot of kind of...
Instantly suspicious.
It's quite executive. We deal with a range of products. Military. Agricultural.
Can I stop you there? Because you're looking around the room for answers. Did you just make this yourself to wear around town?
Yes, I did.
I thought so.
I did. I designed... It's got a little logo.
It's a lovely logo.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't it? Look at that. It's
embroidered.
It's embroidered by a friend downstairs who's got an embroidery place. It's a roomie, but the reason I wear a boiler suit is because when you reach in, the pockets aren't pockets.
Oh, see, once again.
You know what I mean? There is a pocket.
Yeah.
But 9 out of 10 times you don't go into the real pocket.
You go into the
inner sleeve. The inner sleeve. I like a boiler suit.
I don't know. I think I like the trouser part.
I
like folding it down.
You like a dungaree, don't you?
Oh, a dungaree.
Oh, what?
I love a dungaree.
But if you got something caught in a boiler suit and some machinery, it would just squeeze you out like one of those frubes. the meat would just come out of you, a frube.
I feel the dungaree is much more expressive emotionally.
Yeah.
Because you can place your hands in the bib. And if someone's talking some shit, I put the hands in the bib here. If I'm happy, I hold on the straps. If I'm just lazing about, they go on the inside down to the crotchal region. It's all excellent. It's more expressive than a boiler suit, and I need to express.
There's a blankness to a boiler suit. Is that what you're suggesting?
There's a killer blankness. I can't tell. It's the.
But this boiler suit's
the clothing equivalent of shark eyes.
It's clean. There's not a spot on it with a wee bit of steer there.
There's a wee bit where you've been leaning.
I've been leaning on something.
But yes, but shouldn't they be all covered in oil and have that manly WD-40 smell?
A stench.
Yes.
Just a working man's stench.
A throat musk.
Just phlegmy down the front. Bovril. Pie juice.
My father used to come in from work every day.
Oh, did he?
And get an OXO cube. Melt it and just drink the whole thing.
That's just Bovril.
Disgusting.
That's
disgusting.
Nice. I love it. I've got Bovril up in my studio.
A meat fluid.
Oh,
it's horrendous.
Beef tea. No, do you not like that?
No,
I suppose you could have like a courgette tea or something.
A courgette. No, listen, I like meat. Not red meat. I've never liked that.
No.
But chicken and everything I like.
The red meat's the best meat. The red meat's the best meat.
I get backed up.
Do you?
It's like passing a loaf.
Well, that's what did Elvis in.
Yeah, exactly.
Just a chunk of steak.
That terrifies me. That I'm gonna one day there's just like a 6-pack of rolls I'm trying to squeeze out, and I'm just gonna die.
I'm led to believe that when Elvis died, there was a shit in the toilet, and the guy scooped it out.
Yeah,
and that's commercially available. There've been little slices of it.
Oh,
and I think you can buy a bit in lucite, a lucite block. We just had a little shard.
And the thing is, I bet it costs a ridiculous amount of money. It is super expensive.
People pick up like chewing gum. People have spat out. I think you can get a vial of Madonna's pee.
Oh,
yeah,
that's weird.
I think that's on Etsy, isn't it? They've made stuff. When you do something with it, that's Etsy. Where would you sell Madonna's pee?
I don't think
eBay.
I think Amazon? They've stopped all that sort of thing.
Jeff Bezos. Looks like he'd deal with some urine. He'd deal with some urine.
He's got a fair collection of urine.
It's portable, isn't it? Just in a little Kinder Egg container.
Oh, you've put too much thought in.
Sellotape round it.
Oh, well, for safety.
But I'd imagine Madonna's pee would be quite corrosive, so if you put it in a jam jar, the glass would just...
You've got a 2-week window of transport, or it's gone.
I used to like Madonna as well. Do you like a Eurovision Song Contest?
I love it.
Did you see Madonna's performance in this year's one?
This year's one?
Yeah.
No, I didn't see that.
Was she within Israel?
Okay.
It wasn't good.
Oh.
But she's done that thing where her face is kind of inflated away from the body. Yeah, it's strange.
It's a very odd look.
Madonna. Did you dress like Madonna as a child?
No, that's a lie.
No, it's okay. Hey, I had a cousin that dressed like Adamant.
Adamant? See, I would dress like Adamant now. Well, Adamant, not as he is now, because he goes around with airsoft guns threatening people. But I would...
what's Adamant's real name?
Oh, now. It's in there somewhere.
Yeah.
I'd have to look that up.
Kevin?
I would imagine so. But
he's a pretty boy. It's not incredible. Gone well.
He's made up for cakes.
He looks like that snooker player, Jimmy.
White.
Jimmy White.
Yeah.
Do you know Jimmy White? He comes from traveller stock, Jimmy White.
Right, okay.
And his brother died.
Okay.
And what they do is, I'm led to believe, they took the body out for a night in the pub.
Oh.
So Jimmy White's brother was like in a suit, dead, and they were pouring whiskies and stuff down his throat, and then you put him back to the place. And then
that can't be true.
I believe so.
Oh,
Yeah. Seemingly a common one in undertakers is people going and put a cigarette in their pals' mouths and stuff.
Oh.
When people go and visit a corpse.
Yeah. It's like, do you think they're just wanting to physically touch the corpse?
I don't want to touch a corpse.
Yeah,
it's not pleasant. Have you touched a corpse?
It's not.
It's a vessel, isn't it?
It's
like an old pair of shoes, kind of.
It's a very strange experience to have known someone who's very alive. Now they're very dead.
Okay.
There's a great separation.
It's instant, though.
You can understand why people get into religion or that spiritual side, because that sensation is there. The person has gone. It's a very strange sensation.
It's instantaneous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very strange.
It is funny. Oh God, we're all going to die, mate.
So I just put loads of cigarettes in my dad's mouth. Didn't even smoke.
Did you just 70? Can you see the guys? Yeah. You don't get so much of that.
You're going for a record, Dad. Taking pictures.
I've got a few things I want to say to you. Remember that bloody Gamorrean guard I wanted you to buy me in 1983? Well, I've got it now. Oh man, yeah.
I was in America once and I ended up wearing a dress and makeup. It's a long story.
You'd make a shocking looking woman.
You'd be surprised. I was actually delightful. In a sort of 17th century Midwest sort of look. I had a real,
Yeah.
You know when you saw...
Like Dolly Parton's sister, half-witted sister.
Less than that. You know when you'd see...
in old films,
you'd see... Oh no.
No.
Less than
sophisticated.
That. No, way less.
No, okay.
You'd see
cave
ladies,
trollop.
And they were probably 22 on wagons going east or west or whatever direction they're going west. And in the films there are always these young actresses, but when you saw actual early photographs of what women, they looked like they were in their 60s.
Yeah.
They were very frightening to look at.
Yeah.
That was me. That's the way I looked. I've never considered myself manly until I put a dress on, and then you go, it was like an ape.
It boots you up a bit.
Yeah, it was like horrendous.
Yeah. Did you have high heels on?
No,
flats.
This was for a purpose.
Flats.
Yeah.
It
was like the time I was dancing in a gay club as a go-go dancer.
Mm-hmm.
I was only there one night and I was asked
to go.
Funny that. And the guy...
You could have been David Furnish. You could have been Elton John's life partner. If Elton had just wandered in then.
You should have seen me. I was spectacular. My friend... used to have lots of... Well, what it was, he had lots of equipment, recording equipment, and I need to borrow a compressor. I'm getting into the minutiae here.
No, that's fine.
And I'd had it for months, and he goes, right, bring it back, and you owe me. And I went, yeah. He says, meet me in Kirkcaldy tonight at this place. And he says, you're going to help me out with the show. So he was a drag act, and I went, yeah, I'll go along. But I turned up, and he went, you turned up? I was only kidding. And I went, all right. He says, right, you're going to help anyway. So he says, that catsuit over there, go and put that on. Now, it was a white, like a spandex, really shiny, really tight. I looked like Wilma Deering out of Buck Rogers, right? So I put this thing on. Now, no one told me, they're all laughing, but nobody told me I had it on backwards. So the front of it had a seam going up it, and I looked like an elephant pushing past the greenie pole. And I was like, here we go. But I didn't realise, it's on backwards, and you're meant to wear like underwear with it, completely see-through. So I go on stage, and they're doing ABBA, and I'm the blonde one, got a wig on and everything. So I look out onto... Now, there had to be about 60 people.
Okay.
And beforehand, my friend, who was known as Pineapple Dave, and I called him Pineapple Dave for a year. I didn't know why. And then one day I went, wait, because you're a big fruit. And he went, did you think I was fucking christened that? It never dawned on me, But anyway, so I'm dancing on stage and I'm watching the moves and I'm trying to keep up and everything. And everyone's laughing. They all know what's going on. They were all really decent. Everyone there, I walked off stage 15 drinks waiting for me.
Oh,
how about that?
How many of them had Rofenol in them?
Well, that was in the days before all that,
Yeah.
But they did warn me not to go to the toilets.
They wouldn't need to drug you, mate.
No, I'm a very weak person.
A digestive biscuit. I believe a lot of the male strippers, they tie an elastic band round it.
No, why?
Well,
yeah.
Well,
I asked why there without thinking.
There's a piece of is it a piece of footage or is it just a photograph? It's of Lenny Kravitz,
yeah.
And he likes to wear a tight leather trouser. But he likes to have a big schlong on him. But he puts an elastic band round it.
That's ridiculous.
Because he'd got into his like rock god. Lenny Kravitz is terrible, isn't he?
It's not my.
And his trousers had split, and here he is. It's an elastic band round his sleeve.
Is that not dangerous?
God, it would just if you forgot about it, it'd fall off. That's what they castrate cattle with those things.
Yeah, it's not good.
Imagine taking it off.
Oh,
that blood, that stale blood in your system.
Not good.
Jesus. Lenny Kravitz.
Crevice.
My granny used to call Cliff Richard Sniff Pilchard.
Oh dear, dangerous Cliff.
Sniff Pilchard. Had a colostomy bag.
That's right. Yeah,
He's still alive, isn't he?
I think so.
He's maybe listening.
Probably.
Cliff Richard.
We've got nothing negative to say about him.
No,
I believe he's very litigious.
He got some BBC money. Rightly so.
Absolutely.
Because they had a helicopter above his house.
Before the police even arrived, they're all waiting on it. Yeah.
They just waited. Yeah. I'd like a rummage through Cliff Richard's house. Just some signed albums and stuff.
Yeah.
I'd be interested in seeing.
Sure.
Yeah.
But anyway, I went back to that gay club.
You went back?
Well, yeah, I got to do their audio.
Okay.
And I was there all the time. Lovely place.
I like a gay club.
That was my favourite job in audio that I ever had.
Yeah.
Because I never had one night's hassle.
No.
If the show went wrong, it wasn't the engineer's fault. Any other place I went to, if someone played badly, they went, this sounds terrible, mate, you can't work it. And, that's always the way.
Okay.
And when I went to this place in Kirkcaldy, everyone was always respectful. It was always a great night and no hassle.
Okay.
And I don't know if it was because it was a gay club or it was just well run or something like that, or I was just handsome.
Just handsome, yeah.
I'd like to think it was that.
There's a gay pub in Dundee called the Salty Dog. Wonderful place. Have
right.
you been?
No.
The Salty Dog.
I tend not to go out here.
Yeah, you're a known face. You have pictures behind many of the bars. The Salty Dog. But there's lasers and a smoke machine. Monday to every day of the week. Fantastic place. Yeah, but what's funny about it is it's a 2-part pub. You've got the Salty Dog at one end and Pillars at the other.
Right,
so Pillars was a very kind of working man, salt of the earth kind of pub, and the Salty Dog's quite characterful.
Okay. And
the two share the toilets.
Oh, right.
And it's an interesting mix. But we're talking about urinals earlier on. God, this is a pattern developing here. But the urinal in the Pillars, 2 urinals back to back. In the middle is your walkway.
Right.
Okay. You in a busy night, you walk in and have a pee. You stood in the walkway between the 2 urinals peeing. There's someone directly behind you, so you're back to back.
Back to back.
And when the guy shakes off, his buttocks bounce.
That's too close for me.
To get out, you have to squeeze between. So a lot of the time you step forward into it's
not
well designed. You would avoid that.
I would avoid.
You just pee yourself.
I think it's just anywhere where there's how to describe it, people. I would avoid.
Have you ever been in a toilet and there's a guy selling like aftershave and lollipops?
I have. I've been into that. I was in an American airport. I can't remember which one, and I went in.
A lollipop that's been sat in a urinal.
And they were selling a very well dressed
a sherbet dip. It's quite absorbent.
Sherbet solid.
Have you got really cheesy feet and you can put baking soda into your shoes?
Yeah.
A sherbet dip lolly would do the same in a toilet. It would just suck up.
It would just take everything in. Anything powdery would take it on board. The thing with American toilets, though, one, they're really low to the ground, so it's weird when you sit down.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
What's that for?
I don't know. They're lower, so you're feeling. It actually works out better because your knees are higher, so everything sort of jets out quicker. Okay. It's a bit better.
Jets,
but
jets.
The doors have big gaps on either side, about 1.5 inches on either side, so people have a look in to see what's going on all the time. It's very off-putting.
That's deeply off-putting. There's they reckon hernias are often caused by the fact you should squat when having a shit.
Yeah.
The sit down's not really good.
Yeah, that's right.
Is there a book somewhere on toilets of the world? Because the Germans like to shit on like a little platform.
Yeah, and have a look. I was like, where was I? Amsterdam. And they had a little thing where you can inspect your poo.
Well, I'm led to believe the Germans had the wee jobby inspecting platforms because they ate a lot of pork.
Right.
And back in the day, pork meat was just riddled with parasites. So they got worms. Eastern Germans got a lot of pork and a lot of pork parasites. Oh. So they were riddled with worms.
Right. Okay.
You ever had worms?
Not that I'm aware of.
I had thread worms. We got a puppy.
I know. I assume.
Jeez, there's no going back from that.
Really?
Thread worms.
Oh,
like vermicelli.
Wait, hold on. Is this the ones that you have to lie out at night in the dark, and then you put a torch on, they come out in the dark and you grab them?
No. Is that not a guinea worm?
I'm not sure.
That's the thing that comes out your knee, and you have to tie a stick round it.
I wouldn't touch it.
No, a thread worm looks like a sentient vermicelli.
Oh, dearie me. That's...
And they come out in numbers.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah.
And did they really move, or are they still? Or
oh no, they move.
Oh no. Do you feel it?
It's an itch. It's itchiness. Yeah. They move with a purpose because they're seeking out a new host. Have you seen the parasite that the life cycle is in the gut of a bird and inside a snail? So the bird does a poop.
Right.
The bird poops lying there. The snail ingests it. The parasite gets into the snail. It changes the behaviour of the snail. So the snail seeks out open spaces in daylight
to get killed,
to get eaten by the bird, so it can get back into the...
I've seen the ants that have the
cordyceps
spike that comes out.
Cordyceps.
Oh, that's terrifying,
isn't it?
Apparently, you can hear the ants screaming. The human ear can hear them freaking out.
Oh my God!
Isn't that unbelievable?
When an ant notices another ant's got the cordyceps, it moves it away from the ant village.
They
insane.
Know. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's scary.
Ants move more tonnage of soil each year than all man's building works.
No way.
Yeah, I believe so.
Well, certainly more than it's in Dundee. Have you seen them up at my street? They've been trying to fill a hole there for about 3 years.
I like the smell of tarmac. Do you keep digging it out every morning?
When I was a kid, now I know it's going to sound like when I was younger, summers were hotter.
Was there tarmac when you were a kid?
There was. We all queued up to see it. And you would get the tar from the edge of the road and fold it into shoes and run home. By then it had cooled. And my dad was spending hours trying to cut it off my feet.
You know when it used to get so hot in the summers of our youth that the tarmac would bubble?
Yes.
Have they changed the recipe?
They have to be, because you don't get any of that.
You don't see the bubble in tar.
You don't see it. No, I think that was old stuff.
Yeah, you'd poke it with a stick and then prod your best mate in the eye with it.
Yeah.
Tarmac.
When we were young and you were able to carry air rifles around without getting shot.
Yeah.
And
everyone was in some form of militia.
Yes.
A benign militia. Yeah.
But that was it. Me and my friends, we'd all get our air rifles on, we're back and go camping for the weekend.
It's like Stand By Me.
Yeah. We'd just take off, and it was we all had knives and
innocent days. 4 of you would go on the camping trip, 3 would come back.
But that was expected. That was just part of it. That's part of growing up.
The family of the kid that died, they didn't hold it against you.
No, they didn't,
because it could have easily been you.
They didn't care.
It was just
they just went. They didn't even notice he was missing.
That's less Mars bars to fry. There was the town I grew up in, a housing estate, very lovely place, great sense of camaraderie, and there was a dog called Scotty, and he's one of these dogs. Nowadays you see like Labradoodles and stuff, but back then you'd see some real strange accidental breeds.
Yes.
I like that more. So a Rottweiler would have sex with a Dachshund.
Yes.
Not that people in the estate had a Dachshund. That's a middle class dog. Yeah. But there was this thing. It looked like a collie mixed with a spaniel kind of thing. Okay. Black and white, big black lugs. And it used to lie in the road because the road was nice and hot on a summer day. And cars, it wouldn't move out of the way. So cars would have to gingerly drive over this bloody thing, right? But one day it got into a fight with another dog. And the other dog had got a hold of it by the side and just tore off a slab of hide.
Oh my word.
And somebody taken this bit, so you can imagine it, black and white spotted flank of meat, like a slice of bacon, and they'd just thrown it to the side of the road, and it lay there in the summer. But there was some flesh on it. But no, it was weird. You saw the dog, but it was just skinned.
Yeah.
But the dog was fine.
Right.
The fur never grew back. But this slab of black and white dog meat sat on the side of the road and just rotted in the sunshine. And nobody had the gumption to move the bloody things. It just sat, and those flies came down. People like washing their cars. Hogmanay down there was hilarious. People would just try and break into your house. My dad was being so sick the day after. He was spewing into the sink for about 3 hours. And the neighbours came in and stole all the bevy.
No way.
Yeah, they just helped themselves to the cupboard. Left the Maduri, took everything else. Nobody drinks Maduri. Estates
are like that though. I was cycling home once, and it was about 11:30 at night. I think it'd be 17, 18.
Okay.
And I'd been cycling home from my girlfriend's in Broughty Ferry, so it was quite a distance.
Check you out.
Yeah, I'd moved up in the world.
It's like a pet shop voice.
So I'm cycling home and I'm going through Beechwood.
Beachy.
And it's when Beachy had all the tenements, to say the least. Mm-hmm. And I'm cycling into it and I go, this is really weird. Mm-hmm. There's no lights on. What they'd done is they'd set fire to the power station. And then all the power went off, start robbing all the houses.
Oh, God.
All the gangs doing this, you know. So I'm cycling through. There's no one about. There's not a sound.
It's anarchy.
Right? Terrifying. Then you hear this. What
on earth is that?
Then there's a... And I'm like, I can't... It's so deep and loud, I can't picture where this is coming from. Then I hear people laughing. Right? And I'm like cycling along. And it's getting louder and louder. And I look behind me. Do you know one of those giant wooden rails you get cables on? About 10 foot. They'd rolled it down the road and it was tanking towards me faster than I was going. So I cycle out the way and they're all laughing, thinking this is all this gang of guys. Right? It goes straight past me and hits a car. Honestly, it completely wrote the car off.
Right,
it destroyed it, landed on it, the whole thing. And for some reason I go, you fucking arseholes. And there was silence.
Oh no.
And they all start running. My legs were shaking so hard I could barely cycle.
They would have killed you.
They would have killed me. And I got away in time. Yeah.
My God.
That was Beechwood.
Beachy. You remember the rolling blackouts in the 80s? When I was a kid, the blackouts used to go out quite... I used to find it quite exciting.
It was an event.
Out.
Yeah, it was an event. Mm-hmm.
All the neighbours would get together. Wonderful times. Remember play parts in the States? Before they realised head injuries was a thing.
Oh, God.
So everything was just concrete.
A good bit. That's where the proper tarmac came in. It was hard.
The designers thought, what kids need is sharp edges. Because if they're going to get a blow at the head, it needs to be a precise blow.
Do you remember there was like a seesaw type thing, but it was a rocket?
Yes.
And everything on it would smash your teeth out, crack your skull. It was incredible.
It had a spike on the end.
That's it. Yeah.
Or the old seats, and some lag would always throw the chain round, so the swing was out. And then some poor guy for the council had to come with a ladder.
But they stopped that by putting metal posts halfway down.
Did they?
So now you had a massive steel post swinging past your head.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know when you take the swing too high and you get that funny feeling in your perineum?
Yes.
It's like a tickle.
And you're about to... You went,
I've done it. That was my first sexual experience. What was that? I'm going to do that again. Kept going back to the play park. My dad's like, you're going to that play park 10 times a day, son. What are you doing there? Nothing, father.
In the roundabout was the most dangerous thing as well.
You get your feet caught underneath it.
Yeah, they were so dangerous.
One of my mates tried to kill me. Well, he didn't try and kill me, but you know, you'd get the concrete and there was big pebbles embedded in it.
Yeah.
Any spare space in a 1980s
you
estate,
had to make it into like large...
We'll have to...
Abrasive.
Who's got some pebbles? Well, he donked me in the head with one of them.
Oh my word.
Knocked me clean out. He thought he'd killed me. So what does he do? Runs home.
Absolutely.
You
Pretend it never happened.
Never seek help in the 80s.
Never.
People just run away. That's what he did. Came to again. Got dumbbells in my head. You ever had dumbbells?
No.
Just a little plastic strips to hold the flesh.
To hold it
the
together.
pucker together, yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, spiked things, pebbles and concrete.
The large pebbles in concrete was a real feature for kids.
Where are they coming from?
It's just, they loved them.
You ever seen a melted wheelie bin?
It's
good, isn't it?
In my street right now, yes.
It's great, isn't it? Isn't it?
It's a beautiful sight.
I've seen them burn. I'm mesmerised by fire. Yeah, it's good.
I'm not surprised.
No.
I saw this. I had my suspicions.
I like a melted marshmallow.
Oh dear.
Have you got a fire in the house?
No.
Oh, I put the coal fire on the winter time.
You've got a fire.
Oh,
how
man.
wonderful.
Oh, I like to toast my chestnuts on it.
Oh dear.
I've got a special chesting
Chesting?
toasting.
Toast.
Is that a spoonerism? Chestnut toasting. Not quite
Some
sure.
sort of Freudian slip.
Freud, he was a character, wasn't he?
He believed that everyone fantasized about having sex with their mother.
No?
And
Martin O'Neill.
Yeah.
I don't know. This is my only football thing I know.
Okay.
So this is it. It's the beginning and end. He used to be manager of Celtic.
Right,
I believe
okay.
that's a Glasgow-based football team.
I'm not sure.
His hobby is going to murder houses. So I think before they knocked it down, he went to see the Fred West house and stuff like that. Yeah.
Oh, that's gruesome.
That's.
Why would you? Ghoulish.
I don't mind watching a bit of Taggart, but real crime.
Yeah, real crime's very different. Yeah.
Writing to murderers. That's a funny one.
That's a weird one.
They always get loads of letters from what's his name? Peter Sutcliffe.
He's got women.
Gets fan mail.
Yeah.
What's that about?
It's very strange.
Isn't that strange? That's very strange. You should Google a picture of Jimmy Savile, Frank Bruno,
I've seen
and
that.
Peter Sutcliffe.
Yeah, that's a weird situation right there, isn't
Is that
it?
a velour outfit he's got on the Charlton Heston?
I'm getting put off this velour jumpsuit I'm getting.
Once it stains velour though, it's like suede.
Yeah.
Do you get a velour brush?
I think you can get some Scotch Guard and spray yourself. Just stand with your arms.
Oh, that stuff
wide.
gives you a bit of a headache. Scotch Guard.
You're not
the
meant to breathe it.
Oh, you're not.
No.
Spray mount's supposed to be quite bad for you.
Yeah.
Eh? My mum was a hairdresser. I hope my mum's not listening to this. I used to go down the hairdresser. God, that was a noise. Whoa.
Okay. We're fine.
It's fine. She used to have various stuff for setting dye in hair.
Right.
And one particular stuff, when you took a sniff of it, you go as high as a kite.
Oh.
But I think it's one of these things, it would kill you stone dead.
Yeah.
But you didn't realise when you're 10, 11.
I didn't realise when I was about 10 or 11 I was a drug dealer at school.
Right, okay. You were a drug dealer at school?
Yeah,
okay.
I didn't realise. Okay. The local newsagents
to
us, I think our do not disturb sign has failed.
It's failed. He was wanting some leather work.
You want some?
I would hate to see the state of his chaise long.
Oh my god.
Can we play that guy's voice?
No.
No, that's a shame.
Right, so going back, where were we?
Oh, he's knocked me off kilter. You were a drug dealer at school.
Okay, yeah, we had to stop there because we had an interruption. But I was a drug dealer at school because the newsagent's down the road from me. He used to collect all the empty tubs for my mum, and she used to run the Girls' Brigade and that, and says, you can make stuff out of the tubs and boxes and that, and always took them. But he would sell snuff, and in the bottom of the snuff there was moulded feet. And I was walking up one day with these big light blue plastic tubs, and I was reading the instructions. You take a pinch, you put it in your nose, you breathe in. So I looked in, there's this brown substance in the bottom. So I took a little pinch, stuck it in my nose, followed the instructions. I was very good at instructions. Took a deep breath. My head inflated to the size of a hot air balloon. I couldn't believe it. I was like, whoa, what's just happened?
Okay.
It was incredible.
Okay.
So I went, my friends will like this. So I took it into school in little baggies. I separated it all up.
How much snuff are we talking?
I think there was probably about 12 boxes of these tubs.
Oh, wow.
So it was a good couple of handfuls that you could scrape
tobacco,
out.
isn't it? Just tobacco.
Yeah,
and it's
blows your mind.
Does it? I've had
blows
snuff. Yeah, my dad had a bit of snuff.
And so I would take it to school, and I'd get things like sweets and stuff like that. And I would swap it. And that's what I would do. And I didn't realise it. And every kid there sitting drooling, not knowing what's going on.
Do you remember those stuff, what were they called? Skull Bandits?
Yes, I think they banned them.
Esther Ranson banned them.
That's
Esther Ranson. She was a campaigner back in the day.
They give you...
Yeah, she would save kids from abuse, but then she would show unusually shaped fruit. There was a carrot. I remember Viz Magazine did a thing. It was, Dear Esther Ranson, you're often dealing with carrots that look like people. He says, I've just sent in my penis, which I feel looks a little bit like a carrot. He was the old guy There was an American with spiky hair. Do you remember?
Oh,
and he had a name, and he was one of these guys
familiar.
in the 80s that had comedy specs.
Right.
Doc.
Oh, I can't remember.
Doc Cock or something. His name was Doc Cock.
It was true. They always... And the thing was, the things that made them laugh, they would go through a tragedy of drug abuse and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then they'd go carrot with this little withered penis shape on the front of it. But it was all penis orientated.
Yeah, penis-y based.
Vegetables, yeah. They loved that.
It's the Twilight of Britain, isn't it?
But I still blame her for Sheena Easton.
Oh, Sheena Easton. Oh, the dog that said sausages.
I met that dog. It did say sausages, so it was quite incredible.
It was manipulated, though. He got its head and...
No. It said sausages.
Like a parrot.
I was at down in Invergowrie that was like this.
It was on tour.
And yeah, it went around the country. And it just said sausages. It was there
was
several dogs.
Went, sausages.
Yeah, they got it out treats and it would say it.
I met 2 animal celebrities.
Okay.
Red Rum.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
that's something
else.
That's
nice. And the bear. What was it called?
The bear.
Not Jeremy, the bear from Dundee. The famous...
Okay, I don't know what happened there. It seemed to stop recording and start recording again, so...
Oh no. It's because we're talking about Hercules.
It maybe just went from one file to the next, but there might be a wee bit missing there.
That's okay. No, it's that's the only animal celebrities I've ever seen.
No, I've met the sausages dog, but I've never really met a lot of famous animals. I don't know where I would go to do that.
Shergar. You met him.
Shergar.
In a
it's
sausage.
in my garden.
A sausage. What happened to Shergar?
Shergar. What? I don't know, without insulting anyone who's going to shoot me, but what were you thinking, kidnapping a horse? It's not a practical. Never work with children or animals. And
you could kidnap a chihuahua or something.
Yeah, but a horse. Oh, what a headache! It's just too much trouble.
It's a struggle. Yeah, kidnapping for money. It's not a common thing in this country, particularly, is it?
No, not at all. It's not like in South America.
Italy. They like a good
They like all
kidnapping in
that.
Italy. Yeah.
It just seems too much work.
Well, they kidnapped Terry Waite.
Mm-hmm.
They tied him to a radiator.
At least he was
next
warm.
to Brian Keenan.
Oh.
But Brian Keenan just found Terry Waite appalling.
Oh, God.
I just had to listen to him for years. Imagine you and I were chained to a radiator next to each other.
I'd be dead after a week. I'd bite through my own face.
Christ, I'd chew out my own wrists. Wouldn't you? Just sharing a man potty. Like, oh God, no.
Be like, Goran, I'm sorry, I've been holding it in.
You'd look at me right in the eye when you're doing it.
Solid eye contact. Wouldn't break
solid. No, it's unlikely I'm going to be kidnapped. I don't think it'll happen.
It is unlikely. I can't imagine what they're going to ask for.
My family wouldn't pay any money. They would just
just consider it a relief.
They'd have money and they would. They'd be like, oh gosh,
it's the abortion they really should have had.
I climbed right out of that bucket.
Yeah.
I was born with long nails, you know, the long fingernails.
Scuttled across the floor.
Under the settee.
They looked around. What was that?
Where's he gone?
Didn't see you.
And then lasted a week on crumbs and stuff. And I thought, he's a tenacious wee bastard. We'll give him a go.
His skin's grown over.
He's fine. He's fine. Burst out of the placenta, just on the rampage. You ever eaten a placenta?
What? No.
That's a thing what people do. What people do. They take the placenta home.
Oh no!
And then they stuff it with mushrooms.
Have you seen a placenta?
Yeah,
though? It's horrendous.
Well, a sheep eats it.
It's not appetizing.
It's full of iron and vitamins. But I can understand maybe the woman chewing on it because she's
I don't.
But no, the family eat it.
Oh, that's no. Couldn't do it. I'm vegetarian.
That's what haggises are made of, placentas.
What?
Haggis. It's a placenta bag.
Shut up.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
90% of it is placenta. It's a nice word, placenta.
Placenta. I think the thing with haggis is that the interior tastes so nice you don't think about what's holding it together.
No.
It doesn't enter my head. I kind of avoid it.
It's held together by confidence. I love a haggis.
Have you ever had
a haggis tempura?
No. Is it good?
Delicious.
Oh, right, okay.
It's fusion food.
Fusion food's good,
isn't it?
Well, we were talking about that earlier. Everything goes on a roll. That's a fusion.
That's a fusion.
I had a lasagna on a roll last night, actually.
Oh, now you're talking.
It was excellent.
A square of it?
It was a lasagna for two. So
Oh.
I was classy where I put half of it on the plate and half of it on the roll.
Oh,
I felt fantastic. I felt sophisticated. I went out the other day to a tapas place in Broughty Ferry.
I know the very place.
It was nice. You go upstairs to it. And it was really nice, laid back and that. And I didn't spill my food once. My swearing was low key.
Did you have chicken livers?
No, being a vegetarian, they're very tricky.
So they just give you a pickled onion?
I had.
Would Sir like some more pickled onion? An olive.
No, they're disgusting.
You don't like olives?
Olives are
my
disgusting.
God. What I find with vegetarians, most of you don't really like vegetables very much.
No.
It's
horrendous. Olives are terrible, but I had Mediterranean kebabs and
so there's a
paella.
Is there a pepper there?
There was pepper and mushrooms. And
was it scorched?
Yes.
They like to scorch a pepper.
Delightful.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it.
I know it gets a good reputation.
It's very good. I enjoyed that place.
I think it's number 3 in TripAdvisor in Dundee, possibly. It was
really?
number 1 for a while, yeah.
Oh, it's a nice place, very laid
There's
back.
all kinds of cuisines now in Dundee. When I first came here, there was very little.
Yeah.
Pies, fish and chips.
That's it. It was awful.
It's a lovely Sicilian you should try. They do a lovely selection.
And where's that?
On the Perth Road.
Oh, right, okay. The Perth Road, I don't think I'm allowed there anymore.
They're not allowed there.
No.
They do a nice, is it cannelloni? No. What's the nice Italian sweet? It's like a brandy snap and it's stuffed with cream. Oh,
I don't know.
Cannoli, a cannoli.
Ugh. Oh. You like your food, don't you?
Oh, I do like my food. I'm thinking about I had a peanut butter with banana sandwich for my breakfast this morning.
Right, okay.
With a piece of bacon on it.
Oh.
Delicious. The salty sweet thing. It's like pancakes, bacon, maple syrup.
I had a ginger nut biscuit. One.
Christ.
That was
I can imagine you eating one of those biscuit breakfast bars.
What are they called? I like them.
What are they called? A brunch? No, what are they called?
I know the one.
Belvita.
Belvita, that's the very one I had. Strawberry. Delightful.
You get crunchy or soft?
No, the soft. No, it tastes soft.
Cakey.
Yeah, the crunchy is delightful.
You actually get a breakfast milkshake. Have you seen those?
No, I haven't.
It's like a liquidised Weetabix.
Oh no, I couldn't have that.
But the advert is it's a young buck in a suit and he's up and coming. He's a go-getter.
Oh no.
Not got time to chew.
A few years ago, when I eat, I get kind of obsessed with one food.
I thought you might.
And I sat down to some Weetabix and I had 4. Then I had another 4. Then I had another 4. And I like going out for a walk at night.
Hot milk.
I got no.
Okay.
I'm normal.
Okay.
And then I was just walking past Lochie Park, and I thought,
does Weetabix do that?
I did. I had to run in the park and spray everywhere on the football pitch. It was. I just had to go.
Have you ever wiped your arse with a docking leaf?
No.
No. Okay.
No.
Okay.
Have you?
Did we discuss back in the day you used to find porn mags in bushes?
I think we discussed that. It was, that's part.
Sometimes
they were always right beside the glue bag.
But sometimes you're caught out in a situation. You wish you could find a wee jazz mag to wipe your bum with. But you end up having to use,
true. Yeah.
But the problem with a jazz mag is
They're glossy. It's. Do you remember the old toilet paper? It was like wax paper.
Yeah. What was that
like greaseproof paper.
Yeah.
Just smear it about. Oh, and it hurt.
I like a 4-ply.
Oh, it hurt. I'm very terrified.
Medicated.
The one thing I require from my toilet paper is my finger doesn't go through. So I make it very thick.
Imagine you were allergic to your own faeces.
I don't know where you'd begin with that.
I don't know where it would begin or end. I like a 4-ply. Have you ever got one that's got eucalyptus in it?
Oh yeah.
It's soothing.
I love that.
I love eucalyptus.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of aloe vera.
Yes, I like that
Isn't
too.
it?
That's great stuff.
Isn't it? Yeah.
You can eat it.
You can eat it. If you get burnt, you can put a little bit of aloe vera. But when you cut an aloe vera tip, the juice that comes out is viscous.
Really?
It's a slight cummy texture.
Oh.
Cummy.
I had a jar of it once. Someone got me it.
Well, that's what you thought it was.
Yeah. They got me it for Christmas or something. I mean, there's a jar. Use it for everything.
At Ninewells Hospital. Pearl Jam. That's why the band Pearl Jam are called Pearl Jam.
Really?
That only came to me the other day.
Oh, are you alright?
Eddie Vedder.
Yeah.
You ever seen him drinking bile beer?
No. Oh, I did.
Yeah.
The Jim Rose Circus.
Yeah.
Yes.
Bile beer.
I did see that.
Someone
that.
else's
That was horrendous.
bile beer he drank.
Yeah. They threw it up into a glass and he drank it.
Didn't throw it up.
He just smiling.
Stomach pumped out of the guy's stomach and then Eddie Vedder drank it.
And he was smiling the whole way. I did see that. That's from like 1990.
Is he still alive, old Jim Rose?
I don't know. Now, because he's Canadian, wasn't he?
He didn't look
well.
healthy in the 80s, 90s.
He's Canadian, isn't he? I think.
They're all Canadian.
And
everyone in entertainment in America is a Canadian.
Yeah. I'm not sure what he's doing now. I'm sure I picked up. There was some information I picked up a while ago, but I'm not sure any more recent stuff. But I went to see him about that period.
Okay.
And that night I saw Mark Little introduce the Doug Anthony All-Stars.
Okay.
And that was a while ago. And these were Australians or New Zealand, I can't remember. And they had like Mexican stuff on, sombreros.
So like puppetry of the penis?
I saw them.
Did you?
They were good. Yep.
I saw a guy.
I went to the auditions for them because they were doing a franchise.
They wanted a lot of skin
do
the Sydney Opera House.
Scrotum and nothing else. And
like a bat wing. Like a fruit bat. They're bigger fruit bat. Like fruit.
Yeah.
I saw a guy who was a kind of escapologist dude, but I think he was just a lunatic.
Yeah.
And he lay on like a bed of nails. He looked like he'd made it himself. I think to make a bed of nails, you have to do a good job.
It's got to be very level.
Yeah.
Yes.
It wasn't. But then he got a bit where he put a breeze block on his chest.
Right.
And he asked somebody from the audience to come and hit it with a sledgehammer. So somebody wallops this breeze block with the sledgehammer. The sledgehammer bounces and hits him in the forehead. So a big flap of skin comes loose.
Oh.
And I swear to God, he got a big thing of super glue and just super glued the flap back onto his head.
And on with it.
He just kept going.
That's amazing.
I don't like that as an entertainment. Hypnotists, stage hypnotists give me the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah. It's just nonsense.
But they're not hypnotised.
No. So people are just doing it.
They're just doing it.
They're just doing it, yeah. I think it's the same thing as when I think it was Russian pickpockets realised they could go up to someone and say, "Could you give me your wallet?" And every now and then someone just hand them their wallet and they just walk away. And then the person a minute later is going, "What the hell happened?"
Okay.
And it works.
I watched a thing where they were in London and they took a wallet full of cash, put it on the pavement, but drew a fluorescent yellow line circle around it.
Yeah, no one will touch it.
Nobody will touch it.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're just animals.
Of course
we're ridiculous.
On that note, I'm Derek Vindas.
I'm Goran Vor.
With your deeper voice making me sound bad again.
No, it's okay.
It's Folk in Scotland, and we'll see you next time.